Cobra are billing its new King F6 irons as the ultimate progressive set, and that's because there's actually 4 different types of iron within the set from 4 down to sand wedge. It's called Tech Flow, the way that the technology flows through the set, and it stands for Technology Enhanced Cavity Field Launch Optimization. That's a bit of a mouthful, I managed to get it out. So starting with the 5 iron, we've got a full hollow construction here with a really hot face designed to give you more distance and perform a little bit more like a hybrid. Moving through to the mid irons, we've got one here. This is the 7 iron, so this is like a half hollow design, designed with perimeter weighting to give you more forgiveness and control. Moving on to the short irons in the set, I've got the 9 iron here. So this is a normal cavity design. Going to place loads of weight low and back towards the rear of the club head. Going to increase spin and give you a little bit more control and stopping power into the greens on those scoring shots. And finally, into the wedges, Cobra took feedback from golfers. They said that wedges within the set needed to be a bit more versatile, a bit more playable. So Cobra have done that with these speciality wedges within the set. They've got a really low kind of muscle back design, low CG, going to give you a really solid feel and excellent control and different shots around the green. You should be able to play with these. Within the set from 3 down to pitching wedge, Cobra have actually managed to save 10 grams of weight from high up on the hitting area, move it low down into the head, and that's going to improve feel and performance. Moving on to the speciality wedges, the CG has actually been raised a little bit to create more of a penetrating flight. The other thing that Cobra have done with these new King F6 irons is change the type of grooves that appear through the set. So in the long irons we've got V grooves. This should help reduce the spin slightly and give you more distance. Moving into the mid irons we've got U grooves, which give you a little bit more optimized spin, kind of middle range spin for a combination of distance and control. And then obviously with the wedges we've got special wedge grooves which should give you maximum greenside control. Got my SkyTrak launch monitor. We're going to hit the 7 iron using real golf balls and see what the data comes out like. So far the shots I've hit, average total distance is about 182, 183. So with a 7 iron that's obviously very impressive. It certainly is one of the stronger lofted 7 irons on the market. I think this is about 30 degrees, so certainly geared towards game improvers looking for maximum distance from their shots. Down by the ball, it certainly has that game improver look. There's a little bit of offset there. Relatively thick top line. You've got this white bottom groove here to help frame the ball and align the club face, which is very nice. So let's have a hit with this and see how it goes. Got this kind of smoked nickel finish on it, which is very nice, very premium looking. Feels really powerful, quite explosive actually off the face. That one was pretty central. Distance wise, 176 for that one, so actually down on average what I was getting earlier with this club. This is just the stock stiff shaft, so and the stock length as well. Actually the top line actually looks thinner than it is. The way they've beveled that edge there actually appears thinner than it is, so that should help kind of your mid to low handicaps potentially play this iron if you're looking for more distance. Let's see if we can hit this properly. Okay, so that one went 186 yards, which is certainly what I've been getting mostly with this 7 iron from Cobra. Let's have a closer look at the numbers on the SkyTrak. Average carry distance 177 with a 7 iron. That's pretty impressive. Average total distance 183 yards. So when you consider, I hit my 7 iron at the moment, which is lofted 34 degrees, about 162. This is lofted 30 degrees and it goes 177 carry. So very impressive distance. I think this iron is certainly geared towards people that are looking for more distance. Perhaps you have a slow clubhead speed, perhaps you problem with strike. You're certainly going to get more distance with this iron. Spin numbers 5,000, so not massively high. You should get a pretty decent flight with these. And also I also tested the other irons in the set, so the different types of construction. So the long irons, we've got that full hollow construction, achieved some above average distances with those as well, carry well over 200 yards with the 5 iron. And then moving down to the short irons and the wedges, distance was certainly less of a factor, I think down to the construction of the head. So it wasn't going as far in terms of an increase in distance compared to my current set, but the flight was very strong and very consistent as well. So The appeal of this iron is really wide. I think there's golfers of different abilities that are going to benefit from the performance of it. Certainly the shape at address would dictate that it's geared towards more of a game improver who's looking for forgiveness and distance. But if you're kind of a better player that's maybe lost their way a little bit, maybe not playing as much, and you want some extra help, I do really think you should consider the Cobra King F6 irons.